A major ceasefire and hostage deal was just announced between Israel and Hamas, marking a pivotal moment in the ongoing conflict. The deal, which would have far-reaching consequences, is currently under Hamas's review. Meanwhile, Israel dealt a significant blow to Hamas by eliminating one of its top military commanders. On the ground, the IDF continues to uncover massive weapons caches in Gaza, while also revealing a game-changing new laser defense system designed to intercept threats in the sky. We'll dive into all this and more on today's show. I'm David Werp, and this is the Israel Guys. After months of failed talks and negotiations between Israel, the US, and Hamas, a new ceasefire and hostage deal was announced just yesterday. The deal, which was crafted by Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff, calls for a 60-day pause in fighting. As part of the deal, Israel would have to release more than 1,100 Palestinian prisoners currently held in Israeli prison, including 125 terrorists serving life sentences and the bodies of 180 Palestinians held by Israel. The IDF would also be forced to pull back from areas currently under their control. In return for all of this, Hamas would release 10 of the living hostages still held in Gaza, as well as the bodies of 18 hostages murdered in captivity. I just want to remind you guys that Hamas still holds some 58 Israeli hostages over 600 days after the October 7th attack that left 1,200 dead and so many more wounded. Hamas has shot hundreds of thousands of rockets into Israel and has led a reign of terror in Gaza for the past 20 years. So obviously, they are not a legitimate negotiating partner. They've also long given up their right to exist in any capacity. The fact that Israel is even holding negotiations with terrorists is a problem in and of itself. Hamas has proven time and again they are not to be trusted. But now that Israel is so close to actual victory in this war, of course the world would be pressuring harder than ever to stop them from finishing off this evil. The ceasefire plan also includes sending aid to Gaza as soon as Hamas signs off on the ceasefire agreement, as well as Hamas releasing the last 30 hostages once a permanent ceasefire is put in place. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said yesterday that Israel signed off on the proposal, and now it's up to Hamas to accept the ceasefire.
Special Envoy Witkoff and the president submitted a ceasefire proposal to Hamas that Israel backed and supported. Israel signed off on this proposal before it was sent to Hamas.
She continued, "I can also confirm that those discussions are continuing, and we hope that a ceasefire in Gaza will take place so we can return all of the hostages home, and that's been a priority from this administration from the beginning." Hamas has yet to respond officially, but early reports seem to indicate that they have reservations about the proposal. Bassam Naim, a top Hamas official, said in a statement that the deal does not respond to any of our people's demands, foremost among which is stopping the war and famine. But he did say the group would study the proposal with all the national responsibility before giving a formal response. So we'll have to wait and see what comes out of these negotiations. I'll definitely continue to pray that Israel would do the right thing, not be pressured by the nations of the world that hate God and want to see Israel destroyed. Speaking of eliminating evil from the world, Netanyahu confirmed in a speech to the Knesset on Wednesday that the IDF had in fact eliminated Mohammed Sinwar. Mohammed Sinwar had taken over leadership of Hamas's military wing, the Izz al-Din al-Qassam brigades, after his brother Yahya Sinwar was killed last October. The elimination came after Israel targeted Sinwar in a massive set of airstrikes last week. Israel's operations haven't been limited to Gaza, though. The IDF conducted airstrikes against Houthi targets in Yemen in response to several ballistic missiles fired against Israel in the past week. This is a clear message and a direct continuation of the policy we have established. Whoever fires at the state of Israel will pay a heavy price, Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz said in a statement. He continued, "The ports in Yemen will continue to be struck heavily, and the airport in Sana'a will be destroyed again and again, as will other strategic infrastructures in the area used by the Houthi terror organization and its supporters." Katz continued, "The Houthi terror organization will be under naval and aerial blockade, as we promised and warned. Anyone who harms us will be harmed sevenfold." It's good to see Israel taking action to defend itself against terror. Next, I want to get into a massive Hamas weapons cache uncovered in Gaza, as well as the IDF using lasers to intercept rockets and drones for the first time. But first, I want to give you something practical you can do to support Israel. If you, like many other people I know, love Israel but aren't able to make it over here to the Holy Land, or if you're inspired by the Jewish families living out God's promises on the front lines, or if you simply want to walk out God's words to Abraham in Genesis 12 of blessing the nation of Israel, you need to check out our friends over at Blessed by Israel. What these guys do is bring the amazing products of families in the biblical heartland to people all around the world. From the land of Israel straight to your doorstep. You can enjoy awesome products like extra virgin olive oil, coffee roasted to perfection by Agro Cafe, which, in case you're wondering, is the only coffee we allow here in the office, and I drink at least once a day. Delicious raw honey, jewelry, organic spices, handcrafted ceramics, and much, much more. All from wonderful, small, family-owned businesses in Israel. Be a part of encouraging investing in the people of Israel and enjoy high-quality products at the same time. Head over to blessedbyisrael.com to purchase beautiful boutique products and make your impact today. Use the code INVEST to get $5 off your first order over at blessedbyisrael.com. You can also find the link in the description below. According to the Jerusalem Post, the Nahal Brigade, operating under the 162nd Division in Gaza, just found and destroyed significant Hamas weapons caches, rocket launchers, observation posts, and booby-trapped structures. In one case, rocket launchers were found next to a building that had served as a school. Additionally, the IDF exposed and demolished a tunnel that stretched several hundred yards and had multiple exit shafts. I want you to watch this video where you see the actual demolition of the tunnel. You can actually see a few places where the smoke starts shooting up from the ground like crazy. I would assume that's where the exit shafts were at. It's pretty cool stuff here. But in more cool news that hasn't gotten the attention it deserves, the Defense Ministry, the Israeli Air Force, and the defense firm Rafael revealed that they had successfully used prototype laser air defense systems to shoot down dozens of drones over the course of the war. The U.S. military said last year they had used lasers in the Middle East to shoot down unmanned aircraft, but they didn't give any proof or videos. But now we have actual video proof of Israel cutting the wings of drones mid-flight with high-powered laser. If you don't think that's the coolest thing ever, well, I'm sorry for you. The head of the Israeli Air Force's Aerial Defense Array said in a statement from the ministry that the laser systems are designed to counter drones, rockets, and other threats. Defense Minister Israel Katz said that the new lasers will change the rules of the game in the region. Our enemies should fear not only the capabilities we have already developed, but the capabilities we are developing now. Thank you so much for tuning into the show today. Make sure and check out Blessed by Israel and show your support for the land and people of Israel, especially in these difficult times. Subscribe and get the conversation going down in the comment section below. If you'd like to support our work here at The Israel Guys, head over to theisraelguys.com/donate. As always, stop listening to the lies and propaganda and connect with the truth of what is happening here in Israel. We'll be back soon here at The Israel Guys.